Did you watch the movie last night, by the way?
I got it. Yeah, I got it as soon as it came out. I had watched it. I think I liked that movie a lot. It was a pretty balanced movie. It was entertaining the whole way through. I thought like I did not like get bored. I didn't think like let me click off and like go check this. Like I was entertained the whole way through. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it was not biased at all towards like Richard or Richard being a scammer or anything like that. I think it was incredible. I really liked the final, I guess you could say, bit of the movie a lot more than like the first sort of bit of the movie. But I think it was also filmed at the top too, so there was a lot of like you could see a lot of the euphoria in the movie, like a lot of the
hmm
euphoria, which was awesome to like see again. And I think I wish it could have been a more of a better onboarding tool, but I'm not sure if it is like the greatest thing to like onboard someone with.
yeah,
But yeah, it is entertaining, and I'm probably gonna show it around to as many people as I can, just because I think it's a really good just produced movie.
yeah. I agree on the onboarding. I watched it for the second time. I watched it when it was in theaters, and then I watched it yesterday. And it's funny when you watch it the second time, the little things pick up on that are interesting. And I agree on the onboarding. It's like, I had a friend who watched it with too, and I asked after the movie, like, "Hey, what do you think?" I showed him Richard's videos, all his self development, all that stuff beforehand, and I was like, just to give you a little bit of context, so you just don't immediately think the guy's a scammer, all this stuff. Showed him all that. Then we watched the movie, and then throughout it, he was definitely intrigued, but he was like, I'm trying to think what the reaction. He was basically like, um, funny enough, he picked up on the OA. He picked up on what's his name, the nomics guy, talking about that. And he was like not concerned over the OA, but he was like that was a factor. I was like, oh, I thought it was supposed to be decentralized, all this stuff. And of course, there's a million layers. I could literally sit there and debunk every single thing that he or anyone else come up with because we've heard all arguments. You can do the same
Yeah.
thing. But it was funny that that was the one thing that we talked about most afterwards, which was the OA. And I was like, that's how it protects the supply. That's why BlackRock can't come in and do all this stuff. And that was the one thing to take away. Other than that, oh, we also said he said it felt like when you're buying Hex and PulseChain that you're betting on Richard. That's
Yeah.
another takeaway he got, and I was like, interesting. I mean, I could see how that could be the perspective. Like, I don't totally feel that way. Like, it's not like one to one, obviously. And now decentralization, it's not at all, really. Other than, I mean, if he never does another interview again, I don't think that affects the hex price. Like, I just like, why would it? We're all building here. We're all doing pulse chain stuff. But that was another takeaway. Was like he thought he correlated with Richard with that. I wonder in the next one, if there is a next one, the next movie, next docuseries, whatever, and it lays a lot of stuff out, gets more up to date, all that covers all the new stuff coming out. Um, will it still feel the same? Will people watch that, the continuation, the second part, if we have that, and then think different? Not correlate Richard with the product as much. That's my. I wonder if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think I would like to see a part two. I feel like there is missing a part two to that movie. We had it kind of like you had it filmed in the bull market, you had it sort of end in the depths of the bear, and I think a part two, and we'll see sort of how they frame that, and we'll see how Pulse Chain does if they actually end up filming a part two. But I think it'll be very interesting um, to see if they do come out with something, right?
Yeah, I think they. I mean, there's plenty of footage. There's plenty of stuff that was in the trailer that wasn't in the movie either. So I
Yeah.
think they have plenty. And if I were just to imagine, if I was producing this stuff and all that, I would be like, okay, let's make the movie with all this stuff. Let's keep all the stuff we have. Let's make more stuff, and then for the next parts, because there's plenty more of the story to be told. Um, so
I think a lot of things have changed since that movie was filmed, right? Like we're in a different spot now. We're about to like enter this new bull market as well, so I think yeah, we'll see, man. That's very interesting.